Hey buddies, Mr. Pugly here, coming at you another Wonderlands video. Now the item we're talking about today is going to be called the Twisted, and I might be pronouncing this wrong, but I think it's pronounced Delugeon? I could be saying that wrong, but you probably will correct me in the comments down below. Now the main gimmick of this particular weapon is that it is able to apply Soak, which is a new gimmick that is introduced into the DLC. Basically, soaked enemies take more lightning and frost, but take less fire damage. But before we get into the meat and potatoes of the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and follow me on Twitch on top right. You have no idea how much helps me out, and let's get into it.
Legendary? Whoa! No way, dude!
Now the two twisted launchers that I have here are both ×2, but I've seen people spawn them in ×1, so keep that in mind when you're getting this weapon. Personally, I think the ×2 would probably be better for overall DPS from what I've seen with the damage card at least, but when it has ×2, it does consume 2 ammo per shot, so keep that in mind. As you can see here, the two I have here, one has a little bit less damage and one has a little bit more damage, but the one with a little bit less damage has a huge amount of magazine size compared to the other one. So you probably want to look for the one that has a larger magazine size, at least with the ×2, because you're going to be running out of ammo really quickly otherwise. Now this item has a dedicated loot drop source from Chums the Old God and boss from DLC 2, but it's only able to drop from tier 3, which means that you're only going to be able to get this on week 3, so 2 more weeks after today. Otherwise, you can of course get it from the wheel, and just like all the other items, you can also get them as world drops, so might want to farm Chaos Chamber bunnies. Not only does it shoot like a regular missile launcher, as you see right here, thus applying the soaked and dealing a decent bit of damage, you know, not that much. It has a secondary firing mode that spawns a Sharknado, which is very cool. Now the Sharknado does decent amount of damage, as you saw right there. It goes through the target, so you could in theory use it as a nice mobbing choice if you so wish. A good example for this is that we have 2 enemies right here. I'm going to aim it up. It's going to hit both targets and then fling this target around, which I didn't actually know it did until right now. So I guess the Twister can also CC enemies, which is nice to consider. Definitely, I feel like the damage could be a little bit better, but if you optimize a launcher build, I would imagine that it would actually deal some decent damage. It also sports a decent reload speed, which is pretty nice to have a rocket launcher that reloads decently fast. But as I said before, the actual damage of the bullets themselves could be a bit better. Of course, right there was a nice example. I was hitting crits and everything randomly, but I feel like for a launcher, it probably should deal a little bit more damage than it currently is. Keep in mind that it is a fast shooting launcher, so, you know, you could shoot the rockets really quickly, but the faster you shoot, the faster you're going to go past your reserves, which means that you're not going to be able to shoot, obviously, infinitely. So as you see right here, here's a target. I'm just going to shoot as fast as possible, and I hit some of the shots, but there I didn't hit a lot of shots, and I wasted 6 rocket launchers, not able to kill 1 target. But once again, if you optimize the launcher damage, maybe it deals lots of damage. I just feel like the damage could be a little bit better. The coolest part of the actual launcher itself is, you know, the Twister, but otherwise it probably needs a buff at the current moment, but maybe I'm using it wrong. And as always, a big shout out to the members who make these videos possible. We have Jace Noodles, Clairvoyance, Rick Iglesias, Super Noob, Josh Dig, 31 Bar 70, Doorman Tazzy, Grey Wolf, and Wishkeeper. These are the people who support me as little as $5 a month, and you can also support me as little as $5 a month by clicking the link in the comments description or in the top right to become a member. The more members we have, the closer I get to becoming full-time, which means more videos for you guys. And as always, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye-bye.
And the last shall be first to immerse in a pass out heat, facing him up with a moxie melt till he woke up drowning in tchotchke hell. War in a cave with a torch on a wall, then a window arrangement of porcelain dolls.